And okay, I'm Ty Johnston. I'm the Dungeon Master tonight, and we've been talking politics. Yay!
And economics.
And economics. Probably.
Help! They've been holding me hostage to talk about politics.
Yes. Alex is Canadian, and we've been talking American politics. So, all right. Last week, to cut things down short, you guys are supposed to. I will try to do a share screen here if I can. You guys are in the city of No Dice. Some stuff happened. Long story short, though, you were supposed to, about midnight, meet up with a guy named Beauregard Jasper up here just outside of the city at a tavern called The First Stop. Because apparently there's some Imperial spies in the city, and Bo says he knows, or he thinks he knows where they are. And basically you guys can go raid them and rob them.
Yay.
At least that's what he's thinking anyway. Now, whether that's what you guys do, that's kind of up to you.
Money is the only way to level up, so that's the way we go.
Okay, that's true. Money is the way to level up. And you didn't level up last week, so you didn't get enough money. Which is not all necessarily your faults. Some of it might be mine. But we'll see tonight if you get enough money. So let's just say it's 10 o'clock at night. You got a couple hours. Anybody want to do anything?
Well, I was already with the baker's daughter, so I'm probably already there.
Hi.
The baker's daughter.
Playing that.
Earn that 6 silver.
Wait a second. You or her?
Yes.
She paid me.
You got a lot of work to do to earn that 6 silver.
I already have it.
I know, but if you want to earn any more.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So does anybody else want to do anything, or are you guys just going to show up at the tavern?
I'm at the tavern.
Godfrey's still pretty pissed at Mort, but...
And more?
Not more. Woken.
Woken.
Yeah.
Woken.
Oh.
Still pretty pissed at Woken.
Sorry.
Sorry, Mort. You're a good guy. I'm sorry.
He's like, I don't give a shit.
So you're pretty pissed at Woken. So just like your boss, you're a racist too.
Godfrey, I swear to God, I'll get you your job back. I figured out an idea. I have a plan.
Does it involve murdering the shopkeeper or shop owner?
That's plan B.
Oh. Well, you guys will find the First Stop Tavern about midnight or close to midnight. There's a few people in there. It's a Monday night, so it's not packed, you know. But there are a few people in there. They seem to be open either late or 24 hours. Any of you who have spent any time in the city of No Dice, you'll know that the Last Stop, they do stay open 24 hours. They are a tavern. They actually do have rooms for rent upstairs. You can rent them by the day, the week, or the hour.
How progressive.
Because it's No Dice. So yeah, there's it's not packed. There's maybe 8 people or so, not counting you guys, and Beauregard Jasper, who is sitting at the bar, drinking what appears to be an ale.
There's not a pit fight place, is there? By any chance?
Not at the Last Stop.
No, but is there one in town?
Oh yeah, there's. I don't know if I'd actually call them pits, but
Or just a fighting place?
yeah, there's definitely within the city of No Dice. There's probably multiple places actually. I mean, heck, for that matter, you could probably just walk out in the street and say, "Hey, I'll pay you a gold to fight you," and you'll find somebody who'll take you on. But yeah, there's plenty of gambling in No Dice, despite the name of the city. And yeah, you could find lack of better words, a pit fighting place, or you're going to find different levels depending on what part of the city you're in. You can probably find like just a few boxing rings. You're also going to find places that are literally fights to the death, or can be fights to the death. It just depends on what you're looking for, but you can probably find it.
Okay.
That, for that matter, you can actually probably find a lot worse than that in No Dice if you looked around. If you just wanted to find, I mean, I don't want to get too in detail, but if you just wanted to find a vivisectionist or a torture chamber or something, there's probably some to be found in No Dice.
Good enough.
But Bo is sitting at the bar drinking what appears to be an ale. And any of you guys who walk in, he'll hoist his tankard up. Drinks are on me.
Sounds good. I'll go sit next to him.
Right. I'll go sit at a table behind them.
Okay. He'll kind of turn his table, and Sullivan, he'll point to you. He's like, "You want something to drink or eat? It's on me."
Yeah, I could use a nail.
Okay. He'll slap down a couple of gold in the bar. And the barkeep will come over. It's actually a half orc. And Bo will order drinks, basically just beer for everybody. And he'll point back to Sullivan. He's like, "Oh, send over a platter of, I don't know. What do you want to eat?"
You got any chicken?
Let's see. Yes, they have chicken.
Thanks.
They will send you over chicken. And about 5 minutes later, the half-orc will bring you a whole chicken.
Is it alive?
No. No, it's not only dead, it has even been plucked, and it looks like it's been cooked somehow.
That's awesome.
Pardon me, barkeep. Is there a vegan option?
What the fuck is vegan?
Sorry, I only speak common and orc. I don't understand what you're saying to me.
Where the kind of like the elves do, where they don't eat meat. Usually it's mushrooms and potatoes and vegetables, roasted.
Oh, you're one of those.
Oh, he wants a salad.
I can get you some potatoes.
You want that wet or tossed?
He will bring you a tankard of ale and a potato, a whole potato.
Is it at least cooked?
No, it is a raw potato. He will just put it down in front of you. It has been washed, at least.
Oh, it has been washed. Well, that's something. So he'll pull out his little hidden dagger, his belt knife, utility knife, and start cutting slices of the potato, prestidigitating them into something tasty, and eating it.
He's like, "I can probably get you a carrot, too, if you want it. We might even have a turnip or two."
Oh, a carrot would be lovely. Thank you.
He'll disappear in a back room. He'll come back out and just slap a carrot down in front of you. And yes, it's a whole carrot. It's uncooked. It's still got the greens on it. But at least it's been washed.
Too.
Yeah. Let's see. It's more than slightly wilted. Even the carrot, the body of the carrot is a little flimsy.
Oh, that's definitely rot.
That's been somewhere.
It's like, sorry, our rabbits all died, so
He'll peel off the softest parts and eat that too.
It's like, if you want something else, I can go out to the stable and see what we're feeding the horses tonight.
No. This is fine, my good man. That's fine.
Yeah, you want some jerky?
No, no, thank you.
Hey, none of that. You don't bring your own food in here. Either order what we got or get out.
It says quite clearly on the wall, my good man, no outside food or drink. Is that supposed to say welcome?
No, it's Orcish. It says no fussing, no mussing, and no cussing.
Ah. But haven't you been cursing for a while?
Well, fuck yeah.
My apologies.
My-
I misunderstood.
My mom put that sign up.
Right, so no cussing in front of his mom. I get it.
Exactly. So if you see an orc lady come in here, you treat her well.
Of course, sir.
Yep.
Should we send her to you too?
No.
Oh. Sorry. That's
You guys stay away from my mom. No,
What's
I
her
mean,
name?
seriously, stay away from my mom. She might, gut you.
She sounds lovely.
Oh, and her name is Ruby.
Ruby Blales.
Ruby gets you like a fish.
She got Ruby one out.
Seriously, she used to be an adventurer before she settled down with Dad and bought this tavern. But Bo is like, why don't we all go to Sullivan's table and sit down and speak amongst ourselves?
Ideal.
Okay. I'm gonna step outside real quick and
Okay.
nom down some jerky and then sit back in.
You cheating bastard.
What were you doing out there?
That was. You don't want to know.
Okay. Does it have something to do with food, Mort? Because if they give you any problems, we can figure that out. And I have an idea, and I might need your help to help Godfrey get his job back. Or, even better, to give the job to Godfrey, if you catch my drift.
Well, that meat should be tender.
I'm sorry, what is your implication here?
Nothing. Violence will not ensue. At first, but I'm going to try a very diplomatic approach to solving and fixing my mistake that I created for Godfrey.
Using the diplomatic approach.
At first. If that doesn't work, then, of course, we're going to have to go with our backup plan, which is a much more direct approach.
Look, I don't mean to bog down your plan, but where do you work? Or where did you work?
Are you talking to Godfrey or Walken?
Where did you get him fired from? One of the answers.
From
I had nothing to do with
potion shop. The potion shop right in the center of town.
The magic one, right? In Dusk Valley?
Yes.
Yeah. He's probably got insurances not only on his life, but probably on all his wares. If you kill him, they're probably just going to bring him back, and they'll be able to identify you.
He makes a good point.
He's probably
he was
loaded
never very
with
afraid
cash.
he was never very afraid of being robbed.
Then my diplomatic approach will probably be the best one. See, my plan is as you know, I am a proficient, or maybe you don't know, I haven't told you, I am a fan of the arts and playing with my viol, my dulcimer, who's currently with my associate who's traveling elsewhere. And I'm hoping he's not doing anything irresponsible. And the veal and the lute. Now, I would love to play a wonderful little song and tell all the people of No Dice what kind of shopkeeper he really is. And I believe that would sway the public's eye towards your cause and getting your job back. In fact, I think everyone will support you so much that not only will you get your job back, but his job will be your job.
Bo will actually speak up. But for plan B, it's a lot more expensive to raise somebody from the dead if there's no body.
A burp.
That's a good point.
Mort, you would be so kind as to assist us with this.
I just hope it doesn't.
I'm
really old.
I might. Oh, he looks at the Minotaur. He's like, I wasn't planning on eating him. I was just saying if there's nobody around. I mean, if you want to eat him, I suppose you could.
It'd be definitely hard to find a body then.
His body would eventually turn into how do I put this? Droppings elsewhere.
That's true. Eventually, it would run through somebody, like your Minotaur friend here.
Another thing to bring up is, do you know his allegiances? Because if he's running a shop like that, he probably has the pocket of at least a nation or noble.
To be completely honest, I haven't thought about it. And honestly, to hell with it. Let's just do it. Take what's ours. We don't know what happened to him.
As I recall, he's in tight with the mayor, which is
then
why
in that case we won't do that.
Which is why it wasn't surprising to see the mayor's men come in. But
at the very least, he's paying insurance money to the mayor's office. He's paying his taxes.
I suppose that playing a song would be the only way to do this, or perhaps doing a favor that would merit the mayor's hand.
That's a possibility.
I do like your idea. The mayor did seem concerned about Imperial showing up, and if we were to bring him bodies as proof of Imperial spies, maybe some kind of correspondence, maybe we could get in close with the mayor's crew. Start working with the mayor. That might be a way for us to work our way into one of the groups. The mayor is powerful.
And Bo will be like, or you could torture the guy until he signs papers that turns over his business to you, Godfrey, and then kill him and make his body disappear.
Or we could do both.
I mean, that's just an idea.
Or we could just do both.
That's one of my fun pastimes. Torture's fun.
Why do I have a hard time not believing that, or not disbelieving that?
This is going to hurt my business.
And what is your business?
I'm a sellsword. I generally protect properties who pay for it.
Well, consider you protecting the properties of Godfrey's business.
Well,
Future
business. Thank you.
Could be it's an investment.
yeah, I usually only take daily options, though.
So does that mean you're wanting to go do it right now?
No, we should do what we came here for and then sort this out later.
Oh, yeah, that's right. A few miles to the north of outside of the city. Yeah, that's right. There's an old farmhouse up there. That's where I think these Imperial spies are at. And whenever you guys have had enough to eat and drink, I can take you there. It's after midnight now.
Yeah, let's go. growing tired of all this contemplation when we could take on some action.
Okay. Bo like throw down the last of his ale, throws down another gold piece on the. He'll throw it over in the bar top. That should cover the carrots and potatoes
Thank you.
and whatever else. And somebody give me a perception roll, but it's going to have to be a good one.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Alrighty,
I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Sullivan.
Oh!
18.
I'll roll the inspiration now because I don't. We're gonna be doing anything in the next 10 minutes.
Oh!
Dirty 20.
Actually, not good enough, believe it or not.
You want to know what's probably good enough?
What?
A 28.
Hell yeah!
A 28 actually is good enough.
I got
You're welcome
a
for that
nat
inspiration.
20 plus 2 plus I rolled a 6 on the Bardic.
Oh,
Fuck yeah!
okay. Sullivan notices, and this is just kind of a happenstance thing. Whenever Bo has thrown down gold, and he's done it a few times now, every time he pays with gold, and this isn't unknown of in No Dice, but it is kind of rare. The gold coins are all minted for the Dwarven Kingdom that's far to the north. Let's see, I can just as a refresher to anybody who might.
Is there anything I can roll? Maybe insight to see why he would have dwarven minted coins?
Sure, you can roll an insight.
17.
Okay, just real quick for anybody who might be watching. They're down here in No Dice.
Hammond.
And yeah, Hammern or the Dwarven Kingdom is way up north, basically the opposite, almost the opposite end of the Western continent. It could be almost any reason. I mean, he could have robbed some dwarves. You didn't get good enough to have any specific guesses, and he's maybe got a good bullshit roll also.
Okay. Yeah.
But again, it's not unknown. You do occasionally see dwarven coins down here, but you actually probably see a lot more imperial coins, to be honest, because the Empire is sort of the one, for lack of better words, are kind of the powers that be or the world leader. You probably see a lot more imperial coins than anything. No Dice does have its own coins, actually, with the mayor's face on it, but they're actually probably not the most common. Probably imperial coins are actually even more common. But it's something, I don't know, it may be worth noting or not that he's got dwarven money is what he seems to be using. But anyway, he will be like, well, you guys ready to go then?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Sir.
Yes.
He'll go outside, and then he'll just start walking up the road in the dark. He's walking north.
Yeah, I'll start following. And when we're walking, I'll kind of bump Godfrey on the arm, since he's the one who gave me Bardic Inspiration. I'll just mention it to him. I'll say, this guy has a lot of different coin types on him. A lot of different mints.
You will also probably, especially for those of you who have been in No Dice for a little while, he's an awful nice guy to pay for everybody's drinks and food. That's pretty uncommon in No Dice.
To be fair, we are about to commit a bunch of murders in his name, so...
Well, Well, Bo will say it doesn't necessarily have to be murder. I mean, we could just knock them out and rob them, or we could sneak in there somehow, or
Oh
doesn't
yeah, because that's what we need is a bunch of potential Imperial spies to recognize who we are and then run away to tell people who they are.
Yeah, but Imperials aren't beloved here, so it's not like they can run to the local authorities. And
If
Perhaps
they
a
pay well
diversion of
enough, the
sorts?
mayor will take any job.
well, okay, that could be too.
Perhaps a diversion of sorts.
I'm getting a lot of mixed signals here. I thought we were here to raid and kill them.
What kind of monsters do you take us for?
Well, one, you went out of your way to hire a sellsword. For one.
Well, robbing and killing is a possibility, but I'm just saying. Bo is just like I'm just saying it's not necessarily. It's not mandatory. I'm not necessarily paying you to assassinate anybody or anything like that.
I believe what Sullivan wants to say is he is bloodthirsty and he wants to take all the blame for anything that happens.
No,
Oh,
I'm saying we should cover our tracks by making sure we leave no witnesses.
So what you're saying is you're cautiously bloodthirsty.
Well, unfortunately for me, I'm the only one wearing armor. So sneaking around is going to be really difficult for me.
That's not true. Bo's got studded leather armor on.
Oh, sorry.
I also have armor as well, Sullivan, if in case you haven't seen or heard it.
Sorry, armor that impedes the ability to be sneaky.
That would also be me as well, Sullivan.
That also me too.
You guys haven't described your armor.
Oh. I got chainmail.
Okay, I'm in chainmail too.
Scale mail.
Yeah. So there's three of us who are gonna have a difficult time sneaking around.
Okay. Well, Bo is obviously fairly stealthy. You can even tell that just walking on the road. And I don't know for sure if Godfrey is stealthy, but
Oh, never mind. I got studded leather. My bad.
There.
it's going to take about a half hour because Bo is kind of taking his time. For those of you paying attention, I won't even make you make rolls. Your passives can pick this up. And he's not trying to hide it from you, but he is doing a pretty good job of like not walking out in the middle of the dirt road. He walks along the side of the road for the most part and is not leaving many tracks, if any. I'll actually give him a stealth roll. No, he's not leaving hardly any tracks. And you go about 4 miles. You're definitely outside of the city now. You're in farm country. Occasionally you will see some rock walls. You also see some open fields. There actually is a fair amount of moonlight and starlight tonight, so you can see relatively well. And after about 4 miles, he will come to there's literally a gravel road off to the right or to the east. And even with moonlight, you can kind of make out several hundred yards off the road, there appears to be a building of some type. And it's dark. You don't see any lights on. And Bo will point, and it's like, well, this is the place.
All right.
Maybe perhaps I could be of persuasion to them. And no, I'm not going to fail as miserably as I did with Godfrey's boss.
One would hope.
So you're going to persuade them to give all of their money to us?
Or perhaps that there's something going on in think about, could one of you start a fire or something? Or maybe make... I'm out of ideas here. Mort, what would you do aside from eat them, maul all them to death, and trample on them?
We could hold them hostage.
That
I like
sounds
that.
complicated.
No, not really. You gotta beat them up first, though.
Why don't we see how many are there first before we start planning on what we're going to do to them, since we don't have any idea how many are there?
Maybe I
Beauregard,
can lure one.
you seem to be the most stealthy of us. Would you
Um,
mind?
The main farm building is not huge, but it's not tiny. You're going to guess maybe 1,000 square feet. There is a larger barn in the back, maybe another 50 yards back behind the place. And
Beauregard, would you mind sneaking up to the farmhouse and seeing if you could find out how many people are in there?
oh yeah, I can do that. I was kind of planning on it anyway. It's like, all right, give me 10, 15 minutes and I'll be back. And he sneaks off.
Before we get too in depth with his results, I'm gonna turn to everybody when I know he's far enough away. And I'm gonna say, so are we actually here to kill Imperial spies, or are we just here to make money?
I was under the impression I was here to make money.
I think we can do both.
Yeah,
If we kill the Imperial spies, then we can take evidence of their spying back to the mayor.
right. But my main question is, what if they're not spies?
What
That
might
is
be,
a good question, Sullivan.
What do you believe they might be instead?
Well, we're just
Is there
taking
someone
Bo
wrong?
at his word. And we're in No Dice. So that doesn't really mean a whole lot.
That's true.
For all we know, we could be going in there, breaking into a farmer's home, and just holding them hostage while he grabs some loot that we don't know about.
So we should persuade Bo with either the tongue or the blade, is what you're saying, before we do anything.
No, I just want to know what the rest of you are doing here, because if these guys are just a bunch of humble farmers, then I'm not going to rob them. It's not worth the crime.
Most of you would probably know that most of your humble farmers in and around No Dice are not going to have a lot of money. I mean,
yeah,
they may have some, but they're not going to have a lot of money.
we might get like 10 gold between us if they're actual farmers.
If this
That's
is a
true,
job
but-
big enough for 5 people with a good payout, then they can't be farmers.
Again, that assumes that Bo is telling us the truth at face value.
As best as I could tell, he was telling us at least mostly the truth.
Mort, do you have something to say?
Let's just kill them all.
And I'm fine with that as well.
Mort's
I'm-
hungry.
I'm actually not.
Not hungry? That's good.
No, I'm not bloodthirsty. I don't
He
want to
is-
kill anybody who can't fight.
He's a closeted murderer. He's one of those types that says they don't like violence, but on the other hand, they beat the ever living hell out of anyone that wrongs them. But they enjoy every second of it.
That sounds
Sure,
right.
let's go with that.
So you're bloodthirsty.
I'm not
Well,
going to argue with you anymore.
I'm only bloodthirsty for people who wrong me, which is everyone.
That's fair.
So about 10 minutes pass, and Bo's going to come back out of the darkness. He's like, well, the best I can tell, I think there's 5 of them in there, and they're all sleeping. You'd think they'd have at least one person on like guard duty or something, but they didn't seem to.
You think there's 5.
I'm pretty sure there's 5.
Was the door locked?
Yeah. But I could look through windows and stuff.
Well,
What exactly do they have that we're trying to steal? It's gold, right?
Well, If they're Imperial spies, they should have gold. I mean, shouldn't they? Shouldn't the Empire have like given them enough money to set up in No Dice or whatever?
My point being is that nothing that we're going after is flammable, but they are, and the structure they're in is also flammable.
I guess it depends on how hot the fire is. I mean, if gold melts.
Look, if these guys are what they say they are, they're protected citizens of the mayor. They'll come out here and investigate.
Not if they're Imperial spies.
Well, not if they're Imperial spies, but if they're not.
I'm gonna do a. Can I do a persuasion roll on Bo? I'm gonna ask him to tell us absolutely everything he knows about who these spies are.
Okay.
Out of character, I don't think he knows anything. He just wants to hit this house because it looks big.
Watkins is he's gonna take his chances here.
Give me a persuasion roll.
21 and 23 total.
Okay, so what are you saying to him?
Bo, I have to be honest with you. I've been thinking a lot about what we've been doing here and what exactly the whole goal is. And with you being as generous as you are, it seems as though that this sort of job doesn't seem to be the sort of job that one would need any help with, aside from maybe one or two extra bodies. But what I want to know is what aren't you telling us about these people and who they are affiliated with and who they are?
Okay. They're from the Empire. I'm like really, 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 really sure of that. And the mayor in No Dice is looking for Imperial spies. These guys, I'm really sure, are from the Empire. So I'm thinking they're the Imperial spies.
Watkins just going to look at Sullivan, kind of make eye contact with him. He's not going to say anything, but he's just kind of give him a look and be like, your call is basically kind of what he's going to be, what his look is going to say.
And then Bo's going to say, look, there's 5 of them in there. They're all adults. They're all male. I saw leather armor. I saw short swords. That's not stuff farmers would have. So if you're worried about that, these guys aren't just like, field workers or something like that.
Okay.
And technically they're outside of the city. So.
All right.
Screw it. Let's do this. What I plan on doing is casting a bit of magic that I've learned. It's a sleep spell. And then that will keep the ones that are theoretically weakest asleep. And then I'll probably cast another spell, maybe a fairy fire, to make it easy for us to hit them. That's what I plan on doing. And then I'll follow more.
Right. Let's unlock the door first.
I actually have thieves' tools.
Bo's like, well, are we just going to walk up to the front door and try to break in?
Well,
Let's unlock the door.
Pick the lock, go in, see what we're up against.
Okay. All right. Bo's like, I'll lead the way, I guess. Then he'll lead you guys down this gravel/dirt road, and he's heading towards the house.
I'll follow Bo.
Yep.
Let's see here.
I'll pull out my greatsword and just hang it off my shoulder.
I'm going to be behind Mort with my rapier.
Bo is trying to move stealthily and is not having any luck at it.
If we all have to roll, I got 6.
I got a 17. That's
Or
ridiculous.
sorry, I got 5.
Oh, you're still louder than Bo, actually. But
Disadvantage sucks.
Let's see.
21 for me.
That would be a 3. Crit fail.
some of you are quiet. Some of you are not really quiet. Godfrey, the one with either no armor or the lightest armor, is the one making the most noise.
My shoe's squeaky. I need to get it repaired.
Your ass
Sorry.
is squeaky. Quit making noise.
Take your shoes off.
But it's dirty.
It's dirty. It's dirty everywhere. I mean, think about it. The human living conditions. I mean, you're filthy animals. It's not like me, a tiefling. I'm actually pretty clean.
Yes, but I have a spell that allows me to cleanse myself, so I don't have to live in filth like the animals.
You trying to call me an animal, Godfrey?
I'm not calling you an animal. I'm calling most human beings an animal. You see their living conditions.
Do you have a magic spell that stops shoes from squeaking?
I wish I did.
I've got a magic spell that will cause shoes to squeak.
I don't think they need any help.
But believe it or not, despite some bad rolls, you guys make it to the front of this farmhouse. And lights aren't coming on. Nobody's jumping out with weapons or anything like that. It's pretty quiet.
Alright. Who's got the thieves' tools? I got a set. Anybody else?
Bo's like, I got a set.
Nope.
He's like, Bo actually slapped Mort on the back, though it's probably more like his lower back because he's so tall. He's like, go ahead, big guy. I'll give you advantage.
Wait,
Like
he
that.
says that? Like some sort of metagaming god?
Yes.
Ah!
No, he'll say, go ahead, big guy. I'll lend a hand.
Alright. What do you use for your...
You can use dexterity. Plus your proficiency bonus.
Alright, so 2...
If we can't get it open this way, we'll just use the sellsword's way of getting in.
Which would be
Alright, so I got a 15.
It actually unlocks. It's
Okay.
it's a fairly simple lock. It's nothing super.
I'll look at Walken and I say, we just break the door down with our weapon.
that's not exactly quiet.
As soon as it unlocks, Godfrey's going to put his hand on Mort's shoulder. He's going to play a little tune on his drum, a quiet little drum beat, and cast magic over the room.
What
So
kind of magic are you casting?
Cast sleep over the room.
Okay.
5d8. That's a lot of ones. No, it's actually only one. 16 plus 6 is 22, 23. 23 HP worth of sleeping.
Okay. You cast it. You guys open the door to see what's in there.
Yeah, I'm going to stick my thieves' mirror in there. See what I can see.
Do you have dark vision? It's actually pretty dark in there.
Actually,
Well,
I do not. I don't think I do.
I have dark vision.
You do? Well,
I do.
Come on up, buddy.
So Walken's gonna come in and he's gonna enter the room. And he's gonna be, what does Walken see?
It's kind of a living room. There are a couple of pieces of furniture, but they've been shoved up against the wall. There is a fireplace that looks like it was probably burning several hours ago, but now it's down to just coals that are barely lit. But throughout the room, there you see like 5 humans sleeping on basically, rugs or towels or whatever you want to call it, just on the floor here and there. They're wearing leather armor. They've got short swords. So far, none of them have woken up.
So, is there any like chests around, or any sort of like?
There are two. They're not actually doors, but there are two openings that go into other parts of the house. But no, you don't see anything like. There's not a big pile of gold in a corner or anything like that.
All right.
Okay, so Walken's going to turn around and he's going to look at Sullivan and basically everybody in the party. He's going to go, okay, so we've got a few people that are laying, he's saying this quietly. We got a few people that are laying down right over there. What I think is we take the people who are the most noisy, squeaky shoes, and we leave him here, and he holds real still, and he keeps them asleep or monitors them to let us know if they wake up. The rest of us, who are really sneaky, will go and continue to explore the other parts of the building to see what else could be in here.
Just make it quick. We only have 1 minute that I can guarantee some of them will stay asleep.
Okay, let's go. Walken's going to go to one of the doors.
And you cast sleep on them, right?
I did.
Then I am going to walk into the room, and I'm going to hold my greatsword to one of them. And basically, I'm going to hold ready action where if they start waking up, choppy.
Hells yeah.
Okay. Everybody who's going into the house, give me a stealth roll.
Yay!
Ooh.
I got another 5.
21?
Okay, you're quiet. Bo is really quiet.
I got 5.
Okay. Sullivan, you walk up to this guy, you're holding up your great sword, and suddenly his eyes snap open and are staring at you.
Oh, time to attack.
I got a 14.
You're fairly quiet. So you hitting the guy, Sullivan?
Yep.
Go ahead. Roll to hit.
Does he count as prone or?
Yeah, he's prone.
Okay.
He's laying down on the ground.
Yeah, I was pretty much just fishing at that point. 23.
Oh, that definitely hits.
For 14 points of damage.
Okay. Let's see. You hit this guy. He is not dead, but you've hurt him very seriously, and he suddenly screams out in pain. And of his 4 companions, 3 of them sit up suddenly.
Shit.
And I guess we can probably go into rounds now.
Yay!
Oh. Well,
So
they rolled like crap, so...
So I only kept one asleep.
Oh, nice. I got 21.
Well, after hitting a guy with a greatsword and him surviving, I can certainly tell you he's not a farmer.
He could be like a 5th level,
Almost
commoner from 3rd edition.
farmer.
I got 10.
Who got a 10? Let's see.
Oh yeah, initiative.
Brendan got a 10. Not sure what Woken got. I got a 21.
I got 11.
What did Woken get? You're muted, by the way, Woken.
Got a 10.
What's your
What's
dexterity?
Woken? What's your dexterity?
Oh, sorry. 8.
Okay. Oh, what the heck? I didn't include Bo. I will throw Bo in.
Yeah, we need his rogue sneak attacks.
Okay.
I got a nat 20 if that makes any difference.
Yeah, you get to go first.
All right.
Mert.
More?
So would you say that one of them is at least 20 feet away?
Probably not. They're probably not that far away.
You're
It's
not
not
in
bad.
melee. You can back up.
They're all on the ground. Still.
Okay, so how far is the farthest one from me? Would you say?
14 feet.
All right, I'll back up 6 feet, and then I'm gonna rush 20 feet
Okay.
and hit him with my horns.
He's still laying on the ground, but okay.
All right. Well, fuck that. I'm just gonna run and I'm gonna jump and drop a knee bomb on him.
Okay, roll to hit. Dropping a knee on him.
Yeah, it's gonna be an arm attack. I guess. Let's see. That's gonna be a 12. I don't think that.
That will just miss.
Oh, that's such a bummer.
But in the dark, it's still scary as shit to these guys. As this giant cow or bull comes charging in and tries to jump on them. Anything
Actually,
else?
he's prone, right?
Yeah.
Would that give me advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me roll it. Okay, so in that case, I got a dirty 20.
Well, yeah, you hit him.
All right, so it's a D8 because I have no armor. I mean, no weapons out. That is 8 points, and that's him with the horns, so that gives me extra something. Oh, it's an extra D. Let's see. So, yeah. So that's 8 points of damage.
Okay. He definitely, the wind is knocked out of him, and he's like, oh! Now, Sullivan, it's your turn again. You've got a really badly wounded guy laying on the ground below you.
Time to die, asshole.
But why?
He's not. Because you're loaded.
I'm just a simple farmer.
You're a simple farmer that's about to take another 2d6 damage. 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. That'll be a total of 10 points of damage.
He is dead. Your sword cleaves into his chest, and he just falls back, and blood is splattered in the darkness onto your boots.
Oh.
Anything else Sullivan wants to do?
They're probably not that far away from me, so I won't move. That'll be
Okay. Brendan, it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to. Is there like a pair sleeping close, or that were sleeping close to each other that are awake?
Yeah.
And that I can hit 2 of them with poison spray?
Sure.
Okay, so I would like to advance to where I can hit 2 of the ones that used to be sleeping just a couple minutes ago.
Poison spray is a single target, isn't it?
I thought it was.
I think you're thinking acid splash.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm sorry. I apologize. No, I won't do that. I will stay back where I am. And as soon as someone stands up, I will attack them with already an action. Vicious Mockery to someone who's laying down. So it's a Wisdom save. Probably the one that Mort just attacked.
I don't think a 12 is going to beat your DC, probably.
That will not. DC is 13, so they take 1d4 of psychic damage.
Ow!
I hurt their feelings to the tune of 4 damage. That's right. Crit. Get a crit. And they have a disadvantage on their next attack roll.
It's dark. I just woke up. I got attacked by a cow, and now I have a headache. And somebody just insulted me.
You just called me a fucking cow?
Yeah.
You have small shoes, and you know what that means.
Motherfucking Mori is seeing red.
It's dark. He can't tell.
Ghetto berserk.
It's now Walken's turn.
So when this guy, because Walken was moving to go open one of the other doors to the rest of the structure,
Yeah,
before this guy woke up, did he make it to the door, and was he in the process of opening it when the guy woke up?
there actually is not a door; it's just an opening, and you see a short hallway beyond to another room,
Okay, so
and
Walken's gonna kind of
you're in
go
the
ahead.
door. You're in the opening or the doorway, whatever you want to call
Okay,
it.
so Walken kind of turns and looks at everybody, and just sees that just the chaos ensuing. And
Yeah,
Walken just goes, "Yeah, well, I'm not having any part of this." So Walken continues to walk down the hall, down that little short hallway to. There said there was a door there?
yeah. There's another door.
Another door. Walken's going to go to that door and he's going to try to open it.
It's
Get in there.
unlocked. You can open it.
Okay, Walken opens it.
You find a smaller room that has some barrels and some sacks in it. It looks like it's mostly food and stuff. However, in the middle of the room and the floor, I mean, it's only like maybe a 10 by 10 room. It's not that big. But in the middle of the floor, there is a doorway, or there's a, whatever you want to call it, a trap door or whatever, in the floor that goes down.
Okay. Do I still got one more action, or did that take up all of them?
It depends on what you want to do.
He's just gonna move over and just try and open the door.
Okay, you will find that it's locked.
Okay.
And oddly enough, it seems to be, I won't make you roll for this, but oddly enough, it seems to be locked from below.
Okay. And yeah, if that's it, that'll conclude my turn.
Okay, it's now Bo's turn. Bo is actually going to take out a dagger and throw it. Let's see. And he's going to hit. And the guy that called you a cow gets a thrown dagger in the chest, and he dies. And then Bo's going to back down the hallway, and he's going to come up behind you, Walken. And now it's the bad guy's turn. There's 3 left, but only 2 of them are awake. And those 2 are suddenly going to jump up, and they start screaming, basically, what the hell's going on? Who are you? What's happening? But they take out short swords, and it's dark, and they're human and can't see well, but Mort's so big and sort of outlined by the stars from the door. They're both going to run up to Mort and try to hit him. Will a 14 hit Mort?
Nah, my armor class is a 16.
Okay, but a 21 is going to hit you.
Yeah.
So you're going to take 7 points of damage, stabby damage. One of them hits you at least. And Walken, I want you to give me a perception roll.
All right. 16, 21 total.
That's good enough. You know that trap door that's locked from below? You are suddenly hearing a lot of sounds underneath that door. It sounds like a lot of movement and somebody loudly saying, "What the hell's going on up there?" And now we're back to the top of a round, and it's our Minotaur's turn again.
Okay. All right. If I wanted to pull out 2 weapons, would that take my turn?
No, you can do that. I'll let you do that.
All right. So I'm going to pull out a Morningstar and a War Pick. And the dude that hit me is going to get both of them. So first attack, 16 with the Morningstar.
That hits.
That's going to deal 10 damage. And the War Pick,
Oh!
he gets hit with the 24.
Yeah, that hits.
And that's going to deal 9 damage.
He goes down.
All right. So basically I just fucking hit him with both weapons at the same time.
Okay, yeah, he's dead. You smash this guy. And now it's Sullivan's turn again.
Fucking friend called me a cow.
And as he dies, he's like, but it wasn't me.
I hate you all.
But I'm vegan.
I'm gonna eat your fucking face.
Oh no, Godfrey's people.
No,
Good.
no, not vegan.
Sullivan, there's one bad guy standing up, and there's one bad guy still laying out on the ground like he's asleep.
I'm gonna go up to the sleeping one.
Yeah. That's real brave.
Yeah, it is. So brave. I crit friend with a nat 20.
Okay.
So one is max and then the other one is
Yeah. One max and one regular roll.
okay, so that's 12. That's fucking dirty. That's a total of 27.
He is
Nice.
now sleeping eternally.
Yeah, I rolled 2 6s. No. Wow. All right.
Very nice. Good job.
You basically just cut this guy in half.
And then I'll pull my sword out of him and I'll walk behind. Actually, I don't want to stand anywhere near the other guy because fucking Mort's at him and I don't want to get hit next. So I'm gonna start walking towards where Walken went.
Okay. Yeah, he and Bo went down a hallway. It is now Godfrey's turn. There's only one guy standing.
Godfrey is going to jog past Mort and his fellow combatant and cast poison spray at that time. So a Constitution saving throw, please.
He got a 17.
That will do it. So Godfrey just misses with the poison spray as he's running by. Have fun with that, and he'll run down the hall also.
Basically, you shot a poison spray at him, and he just crapped himself, so he had to squat to do that, and it went over his head.
Perfect. Well, I tried.
And now it would be Walken's turn.
So Walken's going to look at Bo, and he's going to go, Bo, how much do you weigh?
I don't know, maybe 160, 165, 170 after a big meal.
Would it be bad if we just burned this place to the ground and came back later?
It might make it difficult getting any money, but...
So Walken's going to ask, Bo, could you stand on top of this trapdoor with me for a moment?
Okay. He'll come over. Let me check something real quick. He's like, oh, yeah, sure. And he'll come over and stand on the trapdoor with you.
Hopefully this will just weigh him down until the rest of until the others can get here to help us out. But I'm pretty sure that there's a bunch of other guards on the other side of this.
Okay. So you and Bo are standing on the trapdoor, basically?
Yep, trying to weigh it down.
Okay. That'll pretty much be Bo's action, too. And now it's the bad guy's turn again. The one guy who's in front of Mort is going to be stupid. You killed all my friends! And he's going to try to stab Mort with a short sword. I'm thinking a modified 20 probably hits.
Yeah.
So you take 4 more points of stabby damage.
Ooh, still up, fellas. Still up.
Okay, and now back in the room with Walken and Bo. You don't need to make a roll for this because you'll hear it. You hear a big clicking sound like metal on metal beneath your feet. And then someone is trying to obviously lift up in the door. And even if they've got good athletics with a nat 1, they are not able to open the door. So now we're back at the top of the round, and it's Mort's turn again.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to bash the fuck out of this guy.
And after the guy's like, "You killed all my friends," he's like, "But I'm really willing to just walk away."
I'm just going to smile at him. So that's going to be 22 to hit.
That hits. I surrender.
Too
That
late.
does 10 points of damage.
Oh, he's still alive, but he's hurt pretty bad.
War Pick hits again with the 23. And that's going to be 6 points of damage.
He drops.
And yeah. Really want to hit him again. That'll be my turn.
Okay, it would now be Sullivan's turn.
I'm gonna stop at the door when I hear that Mort might be struggling.
I'm just struggling to get the pick out of a dude's chest.
Well, I'm gonna see your wounds, right? Oh, probably not.
Yeah.
It's a fucking human.
You probably know he's been hit a couple of times.
So I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna walk up to him, and my hand's gonna glow with like a kind of starry black color, and I'm gonna touch you, and then you're gonna heal for 5 hit points.
So Mort Sullivan walks up to you and caresses you, and suddenly you feel better.
That's it's not very manly, but it feels good. Thanks.
And you're having feelings you've never had before.
No, not really.
Hey, Chapo.
Yeah.
That's the army version, or the D&D version of here's some Motrin, change your socks, drink water.
That is definitely that shit. Sucking chest wound. Here's Motrin.
We should just start calling good berries the Motrin spell.
Dude, tell you what,
Ranger candy.
love that shit.
You get a Ranger
And,
candy. You get a Ranger candy.
That's like my favorite shit, man.
Anything else, Sullivan?
You're missing 70 points? Here's a good berry.
So yeah, I'll give him 5 points of lay on hands, and I'll say I got your back.
Thanks, man.
And
Just want you to know that if anything ever goes down, I won't eat your body.
Aww.
oh, I told you.
Unless you're already cooked, then well, I might take a bite. Depends on-
Yeah, I get it. I'm irresistible.
So if you die by
I don't know
fireball,
about that
he's eating you.
Or scorching ray, or burning hands.
Yes,
It could happen before fireball.
it could.
Good.
Godfrey, it's now
Anyways.
your turn.
Yeah, that's my turn.
So Godfrey is going to look over at Walken and Beauregard and say, kind of quietly, "Why are you guys standing on that?"
Oh, there's somebody on the other side. We're trying to keep them from getting out.
There's more
Why don't
people
you move
underneath.
one of the- Why don't you move one of the barrels on top of it so that if they stab through, they don't stab you?
I had to think quickly, and this is all I could come up with.
That's fair. So Beauregard will grab one of the one of the barrels that's full-ish
Okay.
and slide it over onto the trapdoor.
Give me an athletics roll, actually, because it's heavier than you think it is.
So what you're saying is a straight roll.
What's
Oh,
in the
well.
bag?
I didn't tell you not to put points in athletics.
That's a 5.
You thought it would slide over fairly easy, but it's actually really heavy. So it's not moving.
This is much heavier than I thought it was. Someone give me a hand.
Are you having troubles, Godfrey? Too much plants in your diet? Maybe some meat would help you.
Not getting enough protein, buddy. So, walking, it would be your turn. Are you doing anything?
Walken's gonna look at Godfrey and Bo, and he's just gonna go, "How about this? How about we just let the buggers open the door, and we kill them when they come out, and then we go from there."
Works for me.
So Walken's gonna step off of the trap door, and he's gonna just get ready to go. That's it.
You're ready in action, basically. Okay.
Yeah.
Bo's going to do the same thing. He basically steps to the side. It takes out a short sword, and he's ready in action. And now it's bad guy's turn. And yes, the trap door slams open, and there's a guy there. Though it's dark, so it's kind of hard to see him. But
I see no problem.
I take it Walken's going to try to hit him.
Oh yeah.
And Bo will too, actually. And let me see, what's their armor class? Yeah, Bo's going to hit.
I got 13
You hit him.
already. And then rolling for damage. So 6. So 8 for damage.
Okay. You hit him with your weapon, and Bo hits him with his short sword, and the guy falls back down in the hole. But give me perception rolls.
Ooh, I got 10
I'm
that
not
time.
good at those. I lied. I got an 18.
2.
Godfrey sees with his feelings, not with his eyes.
Not doing well, guys. Not rolling well today.
What did Walken get?
10. That's low that time.
And what did Godfrey get?
2.
No.
2. Okay, well, Bo at least beat that. When the door is open and the guy that was killed falls back down into the hole, you don't need a roll for this part, but you can definitely see there's some light down below. It looks like there's some kind of a basement room. But there's too much going on. There's combat and people dying and screaming and fighting, and Mort's probably snorting or something like that. So you don't necessarily hear anything, except Bo is like, oh crap, there's a whole bunch of them down there. And now we're basically back at the top of a round, and it's Mort's turn.
All right.
And you all would have heard Bo say that probably.
So I'm going to say that my pick is stuck in the dude, so I just kind of drag him along
Okay.
and just come over to the door, look down. I'm like, huh. I'm going to look around. Is there any, like, fucking, like, firewood or anything in there?
Give me a perception roll. It's dark, and you don't have dark vision. You do know there's at least a barrel or two in there.
Okay.
Some sacks.
I got a 12.
You don't see any firewood.
I'm like, I look at Wilkin. I was like, just smoke him out.
I was thinking the same thing. Let's do it.
So I'll go over to the barrel.
Or it could be a trapdoor that leads to the barn for escaping or sneaking in.
If that's the case.
It is now.
Thank God, free influencing the gods again.
What can I say?
So I'm gonna open one of the barrels and see what's in it.
Give me a perception roll. You know it's heavy.
All right, I got a 15 this time.
Okay, you can't see it because it's too dark, but you take the lid off and you move the barrel a little bit, and you're hearing a chink, chink, chink sound like of metal.
I'm gonna reach in.
Yeah, there's some coins.
Holy fuck! All right, so I'm going to go to the next barrel and try and open that one. Open that one up,
Oh, okay, yeah, the lids just flip off of them.
and I'll reach my hand in that one, and same thing.
Yeah, you find more coins.
I'm like, yeah, you need to burn those fuckers down there. Smoke them out, something, kill them fast. This shit's full of coins. And I'll grab a handful and fucking walk over to Woken and fucking put my hand up like I'm gonna drop it in his hand.
Okay, Sullivan, it's now your turn.
Holy smokes!
I don't nearly have enough item interactions to do the entire turn that I want. But I am going to put away my my greatsword. I'm going to pull out my shield.
Okay.
And then what I want to do is pull out a javelin, but that I don't
I'll
have
let
enough
I'll let you pull out a javelin.
Okay, then I'll have a shield and javelin as my main weapons, and that will be my turn. I'll be standing at the top of the stairs.
Okay.
Oh,
Godfrey, it's now your turn.
So, after having told everybody that there might be this might be a trapdoor to go to the barn, I'm going to go check the area. See if there's a window or something that leads out in the direct a window or a door opening that I can see to the barn to see if we're being flanked.
Yeah, there's a back door.
Nope.
Give me a perception roll.
Great. Seem to be doing so well with these tonight. That's better. 19 plus, I think it's 1. So either a 19 or a 20.
You're not seeing anybody sneaking up on you. You do see the barn. What was your roll again?
Dirty 20.
Okay, with a dirty 20, the barn is about 50 yards away, and it's dark, and it's actually bigger than the house. But with a dirty 20, you can hear the sound of horses in there. You hear them snorting and whinnying and that kind of thing. But you don't see anybody sneaking up on you.
I'm going to turn to the group and say, there's horses in the barn. Why don't we cover this with one of those barrels of coins and then go take the horses? They'll make it easier to transport these coins back. And if there's a back door, if this was a tunnel leading into the house, we can go deal with them over there rather than waiting for them.
Perfect idea.
And then I will head that direction.
Okay, it's now Walken's turn.
So when Mort dropped the coins into Walken's hands, Walken's got dark vision. So is he seeing anything about specific about the coins? Like what type of what do the coins look like? Are they silver, gold?
They're gold Imperial coins.
Okay. So Walken is gonna go and he's gonna try to grab one of the barrels as well to move it over the top of the trapdoor.
Okay. Roll athletics with advantage because Bo is going to help you.
Okay. Crap. 11.
You're able to scoot it a little bit, but you're not able to get it on top of the door. Which, by the way, the door is still open. You guys haven't. Nobody said they've closed
it. So Walken's going to use his second action to just try and kick it closed.
Okay, it's the bad guys' turn. Everybody who's in the room. Everybody who's in the room, give me another perception roll.
Got a 15.
Oh, baby!
19.
I've got 14. My
Just gonna get
perception's slowly
dicey.
going down.
Even 14 is good enough. All of you guys hear people running in boots down below you, and somebody says, "Let's go out through the trap door in the barn," which didn't exist 2 minutes ago.
Sorry, guys. I suck.
It's all right.
Damn
man.
it!
Come on, but that makes sense, right?
It does.
It does.
Good fucking job. No.
And you hear a bunch
This
of
isn't
people.
fucking Nom.
You hear a bunch of people running away.
Charlie's everywhere, man.
You going to go in with a flashlight and a 45?
Trench shotgun.
Give me that
He
shit. I'll
starts
go.
speaking Vietnamese. We're in trouble.
Except they don't have 45s anymore. Don't even have
Are the
Berettas
guards-
anymore.
Are the guards wearing black pajamas? I think that's a thing. That's a trend.
And straw hats. Just
Yep.
for the heck of it. And worse, they're carrying AKs.
Oh wow.
Oh, they smell
Oh,
like
we're
fish
fucked.
sauce.
Yes. And cooked rice. And they're all wearing sandals.
Totally being racist on live TV.
That's not racist. That's history. Well, okay.
Just
All right.
FYI, you're never getting monetized now.
Yeah, recipe sponsorization.
Well,
Never wanted to
actually,
be.
we're just being historically correct. It's not really
Are we?
bad.
This is a trend with black pajamas, man. I'm telling you, the VC, the friggin' dang ISIS, Taliban, are something to that.
Hey, have you ever woken up and just never got out of your pajamas? It's a nice day.
Oh,
That's probably right.
Some people just take it too far.
Just nice and comfy, and then they get angry about it.
everybody just goes to Walmart like that where I live.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll at least pull on a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, but okay. Let's see. I guess technically we're still in rounds. That was the bad guys. They're underground doing stuff, however many of them there are. So we're back at the top of round, and it's Mort's turn.
All right.
If I'm
Mort-
even pronouncing your name right, I'm just saying Mort.
No, that's actually correct. Mort. It's like the moo or the
Mort.
Mort. Whoever calls him Mort. Probably
Well,
say it wrong.
smoking them out won't do us much good now, will it?
So I look at it, everyone's like, well, it's probably not a good idea to block this exit. So, should we do it anyways?
Well, one of us should stay here at least.
I'm gonna kick the trapdoor closed. and
Okay.
Move one of the barrels over to the edge, so that way, if they do happen to break this down, it doesn't fall in. Just keeps the edge.
Okay. Give me an athletics roll because these barrels are fairly heavy.
All right, so it's.
Are we still in
18.
rounds? Or
It's like a 23,
You got it. Yeah, for the time being, we're still in rounds.
okay.
and then I'll use my movement and head out. Did those guys in the other room that we killed? Did any of them have a shield?
No. All they had was leather armors and short swords. Oh, and they had daggers.
Maybe
Yeah, that's
you can
fine.
convince the DM that you're proficient in dagger defense.
I am.
Okay. Mort's
Actually,
done.
whatever. How much movement would it take me to get out the back door? Because I'm guessing Godfrey's there, right?
Yeah, he's right at the back door. You got 30 feet of movement.
Yeah.
You can get just out the back door.
Okay, that's fine then.
I mean, you're not. You're literally you just step out the back door and you're right there.
Okay.
Sullivan, it's now your turn.
I'm gonna go right behind Mort and just follow him out.
Okay.
I'm not doing it, though. I will take the dodge action since he's not really running.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't see any attackers or anything. But
So
not a bad idea.
I'm just gonna vanguard for him. You know,
Okay.
he took a lot of hits before. And I don't have any healing magic on me, so
Godfrey, what are you doing?
Sorry, I forgot I was muted. Basically running as far as I can. So I didn't use my action. I would have used the dash action.
Okay.
Closer.
You're going to the barn?
Yes.
Okay, and your movement's 30 normally?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're still 90 feet from the barn.
Okay.
But okay, walking, it's now your turn.
I'm gonna start heading to the barn. Just move as far as I can towards the barn.
Okay, you were still inside, so you're going to be behind Sullivan. You'll still be 120 feet away. And everybody else is still at the door. It's Bo's turn. Bo is actually going to go to the front door and look out just to make sure there's nothing there. And he doesn't yell out that there's anything there. So it's now the bad guy's turn, and they're doing some stuff. Okay, you're back to the top of the round. Moort, it's your turn. You're 150 feet from the barn, 60 feet from Sullivan.
All right. So I'm gonna put the war pick away and pull out a hand axe,
Okay.
and I'll catch up with Godfrey.
Oh, it is Godfrey. I said Sullivan. It is Godfrey that's 90 feet from the barn. Okay. It's now Sullivan's turn.
all right, I'm moving to the barn. And
Sure,
I'm actually going to take the dash action to get to the door.
So you were 150 feet away from the barn.
Yeah, so I would have moved 60 feet.
Okay, so you're up there with Moort and Godfrey. You passed Walken, and okay, it's now Godfrey's turn. Moort and
60
Sullivan.
feet.
Okay, you are now 30 feet from the barn, and you can definitely hear the horses. Walken, it's now your turn.
Same thing, moving towards the barn.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, I think you're now 30 feet from the barn. Or, no, you're 60 feet from the barn. Bo is going to come to the back door and basically is staying at the house but is looking out. He's not running with you guys. He doesn't really seem to know what you're doing, actually. Now it's the bad guy's turn. Sullivan, give me a perception roll.
Oh,
Godfrey?
boy. Oh, no.
You mean Godfrey?
3.
Yes, pretty much everybody close to the barn can give me a
9.
perception roll.
Oh, I got 3.
Mort, it's up to you. Oh, I guess walking too.
17.
Alrighty. What did I get? I got a 13.
Okay, Walken is the only one who hears this. You hear a slam sound come from the barn, like wood on wood, like a crack. And then suddenly you're hearing movement from inside the barn. And you hear horses moving around and whinnying and that kind of thing. But now we're at the top of a round. Again, it's Mort's turn.
How far am I from the barn?
I believe you are still 90 feet.
Shit. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna dash and get closer.
Okay. Godfrey, it's your turn.
Sullivan.
Sorry, it's Sullivan. I keep getting Sullivan and Godfrey mixed up for some reason. It's Sullivan's turn.
So I'm gonna. Did Mort dash up?
Yeah.
He did. He's still 30 feet from the barn.
Okay, I'm going to since I don't see any of them and they kind of got a head start on us, I'm going to move up 30 feet and again take the dodge action.
Okay, you are still 60 feet from the barn. Okay, now it's Godfrey's turn. It was 30 feet from the barn.
So 30 feet, look in the barn, see what I see.
Are you still running up to the barn?
Yeah, so I've got 30 feet of movement before I have to dash, so.
Okay. 30 feet, you move up the barn. There is a big barn door. It's dark in there.
I've got dark vision.
Are you opening the door?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a center aisle, dirt floor, kind of covered with hay. On the right and left are stalls with horses in them. And towards the back of the barn, you can see there is a open trap door there. And there are a bunch of guys in studded leather climbing out of that hole. And when I say a bunch of guys, they're still coming out, so it's kind of hard to get an exact count. But you would say anywhere from 8 to 12, somewhere around in there.
Okay. So I'm going to call out 8 to 12 studded leather, actively leaving the staircase, the hole.
And
then I will sneeze a couple times and
That's you.
cast Fairy Fire. Thank you.
Bless you again.
okay, Fairy Fire.
DC 13 Dex. These guys should be able to make it fairly well, but
Geez, oh Pete, they all make it.
Oh,
no bueno.
I rolled really well a whole bunch of times in a row.
what a shitty time to be playing a bard.
What a bad time to be playing a bard. Yes,
Well,
yes.
but maybe they won't kill you. They'll just keep you as a prisoner to sing them songs.
That's true. Yay!
And you eat what they don't eat, so it's practical.
That's true. That's fair. That's fair.
Walking,
It's my turn.
it's now your turn. You're still 60 feet from the barn, but you heard Godfrey yell all this.
Okay. Now, can I do an insight roll to kind of know what like the guards' standard procedures would be for basically to be reacting to this sort of thing? Like if I'm trying to figure out, are they going to be trying to go on horseback and leave? Like that would be an insight roll, or?
You're 60 feet away and it's dark, and you don't necessarily know what kind of guards these are, or soldiers they are, if they are soldiers. Probably, yeah. It probably will just be up to your best guess. I mean, they could do anything. They've got you guys outnumbered.
All right. All right. So let's see. Walken's he's gonna move his 30 feet towards the barn, and he's also gonna ask Godfrey, what are they doing in there? Are they getting on the horses?
Forming up to attack.
Okay. All right, Walken. Bad thoughts. Okay. No, that's it. That's actually, you know what Walken's going to do? Walken's he'll cast Thaumaturgy to create some harmless tremors in the ground in the barn because he's right on that 30-foot edge.
Okay.
Kind of freak out the horses.
Godfrey, you feel the ground shake beneath your feet, which probably makes you think there's more than 8 to 12 guys underneath you. There could be a couple of hundred guys down in there. Yeah, the horses are getting rambunctious. They feel that. Okay, it's now Bo's turn, and he hears you guys yelling, and he's going to take off dashing. And he can cover more than 60 feet. He can cover at least 90 feet in a round. So he's going to run towards the barn. In fact, walking Bo is probably up there next to you and Mort. So it's the bad guy's turn.
Nice knowing you guys.
They actually, most of them are kind of helping their buddies climb up out of this hole. But let's see. 4 of them are going to draw long swords and run forward. And since the bard tried to cast a spell on them,
It makes sense, absolutely.
and he's right there. Those 4 are going to run up to Godfrey with their long swords, and well, I'm pretty sure a 10 is going to miss.
That will miss.
A 22 is probably going to hit.
That's definitely going to hit.
And a 9 and a 9 are probably going to miss. So you only got hit once.
Yep, that's still enough to kill me.
For 3 points of damage.
That's not quite enough to kill me. It's almost. It's there.
4 guys did 3 points of damage to you. The good news is it's now the top of a round, and it's Mort's turn again, and he's only 30 feet away.
All right. So is there light outside of the front where the barn doors are?
There's just moonlight and starlight, though it's a fairly well lit night. You can see Godfrey standing there at the barn door, and 4 guys ran up and tried to skewer him.
Okay. Would you say that the front doors have handles where I could slide a weapon across them to keep it closed?
Well, let's see. Yeah, they've got handles.
All right. So I'm going to run up, push the door closed, and slide.
Well, let me say this. The 4 guys are basically standing in the doorway.
Oh. Well, in that case, I'm going to ram the door and push them back in. I'm going to do a charge and hit it with... so I have this thing that could do a goring rush.
Yeah.
If I could dash... Well, let's see. Actually, hammering horns. So I could hit the door, and I basically do... It's like a bonus action. I can push the door 10 feet. That's basically what I'm trying to do, is push them back in and fucking close the door. And
All 4 of them?
I don't know. Well, let's close the door.
Well, they're basically standing in the doorway.
Okay.
So you're going to have a hard time, even as big and strong as you are, shoving 4 guys back.
All right, we'll scratch that. I'm going to drop the hand... Actually, I'm going to drop the hand axe and the Morning Star. Pull out my great axe and run up and attack one of them.
Okay.
And great attack.
Just as you're running up, the guy you're going to hit is pointing to his friend. It's like he's the one who stabbed him. I missed. On purpose, because I'm friendly.
Actually, can I do something before I do that?
Depends on what it is, but probably.
Bonus action, can I use my second wind?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. Let me get some HP back.
I mean, you can actually do it afterwards, too, anytime.
All right, so it's 7. So I get 8 HP back. That helps out a lot. 8. Cool. Back up to full health. All right. I did roll, and I ended up getting 20. So
It's going to hit.
23 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just wearing studded leather.
All right. I did pretty good. I did 12 damage on that slash.
He goes down.
All right.
And I actually meant this to do this before your turn, but since those 4 guys came up, they're kind of in the moonlight now. Everybody give me perception rolls.
All right.
16.
I got a nat 20.
19.
20.
9.
There is some light. The horses are fairy fired.
Yay!
Anybody who got a 10 or higher on perception, it wasn't that high of a roll. The 4 guys that kind of ran out up to the moonlight and were attacking Godfrey, it's kind of hard to tell because it is still dark. But not only are they wearing studded leather, but they also have on long tabards that are a dark color. It's kind of hard to tell exactly what color, but they're definitely dark. And all of you do know that the mayor's guards in the city all wear dark blue tabards.
I got a 20 for a nat 20. Am I able to find out?
Yeah. You see an insignia or something on one of their tabards. It's like, yeah, those are city guards.
I'm like, oh, fuck. This is a city guard.
And now that you guys know that, Sullivan, it's your turn. You're still 60 feet away. But you saw Mort run up and kill a guy, and then it was like, oh, fuck. And now Mort's barking.
I'm gonna lower my visor now.
That's
Okay.
a very confused Minotaur.
I'm gonna move 30 feet ahead,
Okay.
and there's still guys at the doorway 30 feet from me.
Yes. There's still 3 of them. And
I'm
you can
gonna-
kind of hear movement inside the barn.
I'm gonna throw a javelin at one of them.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I don't think a 12 is gonna hit.
No, it misses. Actually, just
Then-
barely, but
I'm gonna pull out a mace,
okay.
and that'll be my turn.
Godfrey, it is your turn. You now only have 3 guys trying to kill you. And Godfrey, if you're there, you're muted.
Yep, I was. I'm just an idiot. I'm scared. So scared. And no spell slots, so let's
Fight. You're a bard. Use a rapier.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my my rapier, and I'm gonna try and do the thing where I attack with the stabby thing.
Just don't hold it by the blade.
That's gonna be a 22 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
4. That landed on a slide. 6 plus 2 is 8 damage.
Ow! You happen to stab the guy who stabbed you. He's like, that hurt.
I know.
Don't do that anymore.
Agreed. I won't stab you. You don't stab me.
Okay. Walken, it is now your turn.
Okay,
Oh,
so
bonus action inspiration for Mort.
Oh, okay.
So Walken's gonna I'm gonna do probably need to do so. Can I cast Thaumaturgy again and then use that to? Would that help a deception roll or not?
It depends on what you're doing.
So I'm gonna try to. Walken's gonna try to deceive the guards into thinking that that we're a bunch of mercenaries hired by the mayor.
Okay. And how do you want to use thaumaturgy?
To make his voice sound really, really loud, a really dominating voice.
Go ahead and give me a deception roll.
Yes, mercenaries from the mayor attacking
21.
these guys.
Okay, it's not their turn yet. I'm guessing you're yelling out something.
Stop! In the name of the mayor's personally hired mercenaries, because that doesn't sound a little bit odd, but that's what he's going to yell. He's going to tell him to stop.
Okay. It's after you yell that, Bo is going to run up kind of by you, and he's got his short sword out, and he stops and he looks at you, and he's like, "What the hell is going on?" And now it's the bad guy's turn, and the three that are up front, two of them are going to turn their attentions on Mort and try to stab him. Is a 14 going to hit Mort?
No.
But a nat 20 will.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately. You take 10 points of damage.
Okay.
So one of them stabs you. The third guy that's up there is actually just got stabbed by Woken. Got stabbed by Godfrey, and they agreed not to stab each other again, but he's going to stab Godfrey anyway, but he misses because he rolled a 3.
Really?
Yes.
Dishonorable.
He's like, I missed on purpose. I got to make it look good.
You didn't miss on purpose. You were trying. I could tell.
No, I'm making it look good for my friends. But from the inside the barn, there's still a good number of guys in there. But from inside the barn, it's gotten a little quieter. There's not as much movement out there, and nobody else rushes up to attack. But you hear somebody from the barn say, "We are the governor's not governor. Wrong campaign. We are the mayor's troops. Identify yourselves or pay the price." Now we're at the top of the turn. It's Mort's turn again.
Oh shit.
I feel like the mayor and his guard knows who Mort is.
Yeah. Let's see. Would you say I could hold on to my great axe in my left hand and pull out my net and throw it over the three guys in front of me?
You can try, yeah.
Right.
I don't know if a net is it considered a two-handed weapon? That might be
no, just this.
Okay, as long as it's not considered a great weapon or a two-handed weapon, yeah, I don't see why.
It just says special thrown.
Yeah, it's range and thrown. Yeah, I'd say you could use it one-handed then.
All right. What's that? What do I add with that inspiration?
D6.
Yeah, you guys are still first level.
All right.
However,
So I got a 22.
Okay. However, by the rules, you can only hit one creature with a net.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you don't want to do that anymore, you don't have to.
Yeah, you're not that cool.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
So more it's like fucking fight or die kind of thing right now. So, 22 to hit one of them.
That hits.
That's going to be 13 damage.
That guy goes down beneath your axe.
Okay. Which one is that guy in the line of three in front of me? Is there still a guy within 5 feet of me?
Yeah, there's still a guy within 5 feet of you.
Okay.
There's actually probably two guys within 5 feet of you.
Oh, awesome.
But one of them is wounded pretty badly because Godfrey stabbed him.
Oh, okay. Hold on, let's see. It's a bonus action. Use a bonus action and try and shove one of them. So he's got to make a strength saving throw for DC 13.
Oh, no, he did not make it.
All right, he gets pushed 10 feet away from me.
Okay. The wounded guy or the other guy?
The other guy.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. It is now Sullivan's turn.
All right. I'm going to move up to melee with my mace.
There's a wounded guy fighting Godfrey. And there's another guy 10 feet away.
Want a hand, Godfrey?
Yeah, kill this fuck so we can close his doors. Burn him down.
I didn't mean to stab him. If I would have stabbed him.
I'm going to eat your wife later. Shut up.
It's okay. She likes that.
Good for me.
I'm going to attack for a total of 21.
That hits.
For 6 points of damage.
And he's dead.
Yeah. I'm going to brain him.
So you don't kill him, or you are killing him?
No, brain him means I make his head go boom.
Oh,
Kaboom.
okay. I just wanted to make sure you weren't like just knocking him unconscious. So Godfrey, it's your turn. There's a bad guy 10 feet away from you. If you know.
I'm going to poison spray that guy.
Okay.
13
Godfrey,
con
do you need a hand?
He does not make it.
Yes.
Nice.
I get to use one of my D12s. I don't use these very often. 11.
Hey.
He goes down.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
He starts choking on this poison, this air around him, drops to his knees, and then falls over on his face and doesn't move anymore.
So I'm going to leave Mort and Sullivan at the front door. I'm going to go check for other doors to make sure they can't escape another way.
You're running around the barn?
I'm going to run around the barn.
Okay. You can't make it all the way around in one movement, but you're around the side of the barn anyway. So, Walken, it's your turn.
All right. So am I 30 feet away from the barn, or am I up next to it?
I've still got you as 30 feet away from the barn.
Okay. So Walken's he's gonna run 30 feet to get up to where they're at near the barn, and he's gonna yell into the barn, "Whoever's in there better come out, because we're starting this thing right now." And Walken's gonna light his lantern, and he's gonna throw it so that it breaks on top of the barn and lights the thing on fire.
First of all, give me an attack roll with dexterity.
Okay. Dexterity. Oops, let me roll that. Would be 13.
Okay. It gets up. It doesn't land directly on top of the barn, but it does hit up near the roof. And it does break, and oil is spread, and there's fire. I mean, the whole building's not going to burn down like in a turn or two, but, it has caught fire. It may take a while before the whole thing burns down. And give me a persuasion roll.
Oh, man, damn it. This is 9.
Okay. It's Bo's turn. He's going to run around the side of the building with Godfrey. And Bo can actually run pretty fast, so he's going to get around to the back of the building. And he's going to yell out, "There's more doors back here." And now it's the bad guy's turn. "Well, boys, the building's on fire. They said come out, so let's all come out." They don't actually all come out. You guys can see now because the horses are fairy fired. A couple of guys are staying inside the barn because they're trying to deal with the horses and get them out of a burning building. But 5 other guys are going to run out the front door and up to Mort and Sullivan. And I guess walking too. So let's see how many attack, how many. Okay, a couple of them are going to run up to Mort. I'm guessing a 6 and a 14 are going to miss Mort.
Yes. Thank you.
Let's see. 3 of them are going to run up. No, I take that back. 2 of them are going to run up to Sullivan and try to hit him with their long swords. I'm sure a 5 is going to miss, but does an 18 hit Sullivan?
18 will hit.
For 9 points of damage.
Ow.
And 1 is going to run up to Walken and try to hit him with a longsword. Does an 11 hit Walken?
My armor class is 11, so no? Or yeah?
Yeah, that would actually hit.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to match or be higher.
You take 4 points of damage.
Oh, boy.
But now it's the top of a round and it's Mort's turn again.
All right. So, axe time. Let's see. That is a 22 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And that's going to be 15 points of damage.
That guy goes down.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to hammer the other dude and push him 10 feet away. DC 13 strength.
He does not make it.
All right, he gets pushed back.
Okay, now it's Sullivan's turn.
Ouch. I'm going to attack the one that hit me.
Oh, I'm sorry that my sword slipped.
Yeah, well, so is my mace. 23 to hit.
That hits.
8 points of damage.
Okay, he's hurt, but not dead.
And that'll be my turn.
Godfrey, it's now your turn. You're about halfway around the building.
Let me. I'll get the rest of the way around the building.
Okay, you get back there, and there's a pair of sliding doors, like big ones that the horses could go through. Just kind of like the doors out front, and Bo is back there when you get there.
Okay, can I get to them? And I actually have manacles in my Monster Hunters pack. Can I wrap the manacles around the door handles and basically lock the door here on this side?
You can.
So I'd like to go ahead and do that.
Okay. You can do that. Walken, it's now your turn. A guy just tried to stab you.
And he did.
Well, yeah, he did.
Okay. He did stab me. Okay, so Walken's gonna try to hit him with the Morning Star. And I rolled a 17.
That will hit.
Alrighty. And for Damaji, it'll be, 3.
He felt it. He's hurt. Ow!
And then he's going to try to hit him again. And he rolled a 14.
Do you have an ability that allows you to do that?
Oh, I can only hit once?
Yeah, unless you've got some kind of special ability or something.
No, then that'll be it then.
Okay. It's Bo's turn. He's going to look at Godfrey and say, you guys are mean. And then Bo's going to use all his movement to get back around to the front of the building. And that'll take everything he's got to get there. The bad guys, the 2 inside, are going to go to the back door because they're trying to lead the horses out of the burning building, but they find the back door is locked. Oh my God, we're going to die in here with the horses. Up front, one guy's going to try to stab Woken again. Yeah, 7's going to miss. One guy's going to run up. The one guy who got shoved back 10 feet is going to run up and try to stab Mort. I got a feeling an 11 is going to miss.
Yeah.
And the two that are fighting Sullivan, I don't think a 12 is going to hit Sullivan.
No.
So both those attacks are going to miss.
Ooh.
And now we're back to the top, and it's Mort's turn again.
All right. Clobbering time. That's going to be a 19 to hit. And that is 14 points of damage.
He's dead.
All right. Would you say one of those other guys is 5 feet from?
The wounded guy that's fighting Sullivan.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to push him, so he's got to make a DC 13.
He does not make it.
All right, he gets pushed 10 feet away.
Okay. Sullivan, it's your turn. Now you're only fighting one guy, but he's not wounded.
Well, the wounded guy got pushed away, so I can't kill him.
No.
So I'm gonna attack the other guy. 10's gonna miss.
10 is going to miss.
So that'll be my turn.
Okay. Godfrey, it's now your turn. You just locked the back doors.
I'm going to continue around the other side of the barn, making sure there aren't any other openings.
Okay. You get halfway around the barn. You don't see any other openings. There are some windows, but they're higher up, like on the sort of a second story kind of thing.
Could I... How long is the barn?
It's probably about 40 feet.
Okay. I would like to use... I'd like to dash so I can go back to the opening of the barn and so I can look through the crack in the barn door.
Are you going to the back door or the front?
Yeah, back to the back door.
Okay, yeah, you can look. You definitely can see there's a fire up towards the rooftop that's starting. Through the crack, you see two guards who were trying to lead a bunch of horses out the back door, but then they realized the back door is locked. So they're sort of trying to turn the horses around to maybe go out a front door. And it's a little distance, but you can see your friends are up front fighting a bunch of guards.
And I can use Vicious Mockery from this range and not be near the stabby bits.
Cheap. Who are you trying to hit?
Oh, I used dash, so I can't do it this turn.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Walking, it's your turn.
All right,
Guy stabbed
I'm
you.
gonna try to attack the guy that tried to stab me.
Okay.
Got a 19
That
to
hit.
and 6 for damage.
Okay. He's still standing, but he looks in bad shape. Stop doing that.
You stop attacking me.
You hit me.
You stabbed me. That's worse than hitting me.
I only stabbed you once. You've hit me twice.
Well, that's because one stabby equals 2 hits.
No.
No, that's exactly how that works.
Okay. It's now Bo's turn. Bo's going to run around behind the wounded guy that got shoved back 10 feet, and he's going to stab him from behind. And the guy only had 3 hit points left, so Bo kills him. And now it's the bad guy's turn. There's one guy on Sullivan. I think a 10's going to miss Sullivan. There's one guy on Walken. No, one stab does not equal 1 hit. Ugh, he got a 19, so I'm thinking he's going to hit Walken.
Yeah, that's going to hit for sure.
For 6 points of damage.
Ooh. Yeah, that brings me down to zip zero nada.
Okay, you're not dead, but you dropped. See? He's like, as you fall down, the last thing you see is, see? A stab doesn't equal.
Ah, blow me.
Maybe. If I survive. Okay, the two bad guys inside the barn are trying to move the horses around to get up front. Let's see what their animal handling rolls are. One sucks really badly. The other one's doing pretty good. But we're back to the top of the round. Mort, there's one guy fighting Sullivan, two guys inside a burning barn with horses, and there's one wounded guy who just killed your friend Woken.
Oh, that's
Walking.
I mean, friend is a strong word.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, he killed the guy who lost Godfrey's job.
Guy in that
All right.
earlier today in jail.
So when Woken goes down, Mort's gonna laugh.
Of course.
That must have sucked. He's gonna smash the hell out of the dude fighting Sullivan.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
That's gonna be a 21 to hit,
That hits.
and that does 14 damage.
He's dead.
And then I'll run over and push that dude that's hitting fucking.
Oh, he made it actually. He got an 18.
He's like, oh, got some balls, huh?
Your friend fainted. I'm trying to help him.
I don't give a shit about him.
Oh,
You got some nice thighs. I might eat you later.
great. Sullivan, it's your
stand still.
turn.
I'll attack the guy fighting me.
No, there is no more guy.
Oh,
Fight.
I just killed him.
Yeah,
so there's still the guy fighting, who knocked Woken unconscious, right?
yeah, and he's in really bad shape.
Yeah, I'll run up with a 24 to hit
Yeah, that'll hit.
for a total of 7 points of damage.
He's dead. He's like, but I was trying to help.
So was I. See? Don't you feel better now?
Now it's Godfrey's turn.
So
There's two guys left inside the barn with horses. With a bunch of horses, actually.
the guy who is doing better in his animal handling, I'm going to taunt him about the way his trousers make his butt look. So that's going to be
He didn't make it.
That's right. That's right. Because those trousers
Damn,
make
son.
his butt look horrible. For 2 psychic damage and disadvantage on his next attack roll.
I'm not comfortable with my sexuality.
What? Who said that? No.
I'm so glad that part was live. So everybody knows that guy's ass is. It looks really
Flat.
bad.
Flat. He's got old man ass.
He's got the frog going on.
Oh no.
That's right. Negative ass.
Negative.
So,
The opposite of a badonkadonk.
Walken, you need to make a death roll. Basically, you need to roll a d20.
All right.
You're not going to die from this one roll.
7.
Okay, that's not good. That's not
But you
good.
get 2 more like that, you might.
But you're not. Yeah, you're not dead yet.
Or if you roll a 1.
Well,
Or you roll a 1, yeah.
if you roll a 1, you did.
Yeah,
It's
don't
now-
roll one.
It's now Bo's turn. Okay. Bo is going to run over to Walken. Got to do everything myself. Bend down, and actually breaks out a healer's kit. And Walken, you are no longer dying. You're still unconscious, but you're no longer dying because Bo saved you. And now it's the bad guy's turn. Do you really think my butt looks big in these pants?
Flat. Frog butt.
No. And now they got the opposite roles, and the other guy is doing well with the horses. And the one guy who had been doing well is now doing badly because he's trying to look at his butt.
That's right. I heard it.
So they're still trying to get the horses towards the front of the door. Mort, it's now your turn.
All right. I'm gonna walk past Woken to the doors, and when I walk by, I'm gonna take a little finger of blood and taste it, and then close the doors to the barn.
We need the horses.
There's 2 guys and 12 horses.
Oh, okay. How far are those guys away from us?
Not far, like 10, 15 feet.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll run up and smash one of them off the horse.
They're not even on the horses. They're still on the ground.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, that guy get 18 to hit,
That'll hit.
and that'll do 8 points of damage.
Okay, he's hurt but not dead.
And then I'm gonna push him.
Okay.
DC 13 strength.
Okay, he can't go back because he's basically surrounded by horses, but he doesn't make it.
All right, so he gets. Would you say he gets pushed back and the horses freak out, maybe stomp him to death?
He gets pushed back in the horses, but they're already freaked out. They don't stomp him to death. But he does get hurt a little more, but he's still not dead.
Okay.
But he's in bad shape.
I'm good with that.
Sullivan, it's now your turn.
Well, I just had a bunch of doors closed in my face, so I'm gonna grab Woken and pull him back.
What doors did you have closed in your face?
The barn doors?
No, they didn't get shut.
No, I didn't shut. I just went in and smashed one of the dudes,
Oh,
or attempted to.
you know what? If he burns to death, he burns to death. I'm gonna run in and attack the guy.
Okay, there's 2 guys. They're both hurt.
Check Ross.
I'll hit the guy that's distracted because I'm an honorable paladin.
Oh, okay.
21 to hit.
That hits.
Only 4 points of damage.
Ow! By the way, do you think my butt looks big in these pants?
Are you worried
not
about big or flat?
Both.
I
Big
think you
and
should
flat.
start wearing chainmail.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a subtle one in there.
But the mayor won't pay for that. He's a cheap bastard. That's why we only wear studded leather. Okay, Godfrey,
Only-
it's now your turn.
Only you knew it was in the barrels inside the house.
We know what's in the barrels inside the house.
Oh, then you definitely gotta die.
Oh. No, we don't know what's in the barrels inside the house. Godfrey, it's your turn.
Alrighty. The guy who just got shoved and is now in pretty bad shape. I'm going to insult him now and say, well, if you think his butt looks bad, you should see your calves.
He did not make it.
That's right.
No. This poor guy, he's gonna die to that.
Only 1 damage.
Okay. Only
He's not
1
hugely
damage.
emotionally invested.
No,
1.
no. He's like, what's wrong with my thighs? He looks down, then he grabs his head. He's like, aneurysm, and he falls over dead.
Yes!
Yeah.
He had 1 hit point left.
Death
just-
by insult.
He's holding his head in heart. He's like, my cows.
So Walken's unconscious. Bo is going to drag Walken away from the burning building.
What a
I
nice
think
guy.
that's the most horrible death that could have been applied in this campaign.
At the end of that turn, I'd like to, after I cast the spell, can I unlock the manacles off the door?
Yeah, you can do that. The last guy left alive.
Still concerned about the state of his butt.
Do the deed.
Still concerned about the state of his butt. He is going to try to climb up on a horse, and actually does so. and he's trying to spur the horse out the doors. So Moore and Sullivan are going to have attacks of opportunity on this guy.
Oh,
Get him!
that's an 18 natural already, so that's 23.
13?
They both hit.
And that's 9 damage.
8 damage.
You both hit him, and the two parts of his body just fall off the horse. And
Just fucking clapping steel against each other to kill this fucker.
And he's like, at least my butt wasn't so flat I couldn't ride one last time. And that's all the dead guys. So there's a building on fire full of horses.
Yeah, gather up as many horses as we can, and let's get them out the back door.
I'm gonna.
Get the horses
I'll drag the
out
two
back door.
halves out.
So who's trying to get the horses?
I'll help. I can't give you advantage though, but I'll help.
Yeah, I'm same. I'm gonna try and grab at least one. Let me go one at a time.
Does anybody have animal handling?
No.
I don't. I am an animal.
Let's roll, baby. I'm gonna try to herd these horses. Let's go.
Give me animal handling rolls, everybody who's trying to.
I got 14.
I did too.
18.
Okay. Let's see. Sullivan and Mort gets one horse each. Godfrey actually gets 2 horses. Bo actually gets a horse. So you've got 4 horses altogether. The rest of them are going to run off, freaking out. You've got 4 horses. And Woken is still laying over there, almost dead, because nobody bothered to heal him.
I'm
Oh,
out of the
it'll be
fucking
fine.
lay on hands juice.
I'll pick him up and put him on the back of a horse.
Well, hold on. So, what we should do is, if we tie up the horses over here, they're herd animals, right? So they should all come back together, right?
I guess that's how horses work.
I'd be same.
I'll take your word on it, but no, I'll help him tie up his horses.
They are herd animals, but these horses do not come back because there's a burning building and you guys are crazy and have killed people and insulted butts.
That's fair.
The horses are worried about their butts too.
So you have 4 horses, though. And Bo's going to be like, you guys can have the horses. I don't need them.
Well, I'm selling mine.
Let's go get the.
Actually, I forgot about this. Woken, Woken wakens because I forgot Bo does have a healing potion, and you get 3 hit points back, Woken.
Holy shit! You rolled -1.
So I'm at. So I'd be at 3
Yes.
now. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, what?
Actually, you're at 4. Sorry, you're at 4.
Okay, 4. What happened?
You
Things
passed
were-
out. You went to sleep for a little while. No big deal.
Things were said about butts.
I did insult someone's butt and calves.
And Bo is going to go back inside the house after waking up Woken.
I'll follow Bo.
Thank you. I'm going to grab the dead guys in the burning barn and drag them out and see. I'd like to do either investigation or perception, probably investigation, for if there's anything of value in the barn.
You don't even need to make a roll. There's really not. You'll find some extra saddles and some hay and some oats and things like that, but that's really about it. There's
Okay.
a pitchfork.
I'm good without the pitchfork. Okay. Then I will secure the horses in place, make sure that they have all the gear that they need, and then I also will go inside to start figuring out what we got.
Okay. Surprisingly, Bo actually does not go back to where the money was. He's going, those original 5 guys you killed, he's going up and he's searching their bodies.
So we have 2 issues here.
Which
They're
are
both really the same problem. We have the mayor's horses, and we have the mayor's gold.
So we have to lay low.
Right.
But we're
Or-
rich.
Alternatively, we could go spend it somewhere else.
We could.
Or we could exchange it for items of the same value, bring it back here, or sell it wherever to get different currency.
It's all Imperial gold, by the way,
Oh,
which is not uncommon at all.
How do traveling merchants often come down this way?
Often enough, yeah.
We could buy from a local merchant off this road. I'm sure they wouldn't mind stopping to do business.
well, first we got to get the gold out of here, and that fire over there is burning pretty good, and it's going to attract a lot of attention. I mean, that's just a sore thumb in the middle of the night.
I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a drink.
Did you guys happen to see saddles when you were inside?
Yeah,
We could take-
they're saddled. We have gear for the horses. We don't have any pack saddles, but we've got regular saddles.
We could take the pants off the gods and then tie knots on the ends of the pant loops, fill them full of gold, and then throw the legs over the backs of the horses. If that makes any sense.
It does. Turn them into saddlebags.
Right. Okay, I see what you mean.
Where's the god that killed me?
I'll look to the burning barn somewhere in there.
I actually pulled them out so that we can get any gold and stuff that are on them.
Mm.
I hope he likes wearing tiefling piss for makeup.
I would wait because I think Mort said something about wanting to eat him. So
Oh,
Well, actually, we don't have to carry the barrels with us, and unless the horses are branded, we shouldn't have to worry about the draft horses too much.
right.
Is there a damn cart?
I didn't see one.
We might not need to. We might be able to just split the gold off ahead of time and just put them in our saddlebags.
do we have a place to go to take the gold to, and then come back, let everything cool down, go back to the gold and pick it back up?
I think
Maybe.
we'll need to talk to Bo about that.
I'm gonna get a drink. Fuck it.
We should bury the bodies.
What for?
Well, the mayor has allies. Maybe they can bring him back to life and they can ID one of us. If they can't find him, they can't bring him back.
Throw them in the. Throw them back in the barn.
But they still have a body there. They'd be able to take the bones, right?
Mm-hmm.
True, but we could take other methods of removing our identities. I fortunately, I lift my visor, was hiding my face.
That's
yeah,
true.
but I mean,
So all I have to do is change armor.
it's true. Oh, speaking of changing armor, there's all this. Is there any studded leather that is not so damaged as to be unusable, but also anonymous enough that I could wear it?
Yeah, there's 12 guys. You can. The armor doesn't mark them as city guards, as just the tabards do.
Perfect.
Wait a minute. Out of
Mhm.
character, I'm gonna look at Woken. I'm gonna be like, you have a criminal contact.
He's
We
elsewhere at. Wait, you're saying out of character?
Yeah, we could
Okay.
fence all this stuff through him.
I could do one too.
My out of okay, I'm talking to you out of character.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he's he's elsewhere right now.
Yeah.
He's on
well,
his
we
way
can.
to.
I got
We can-
Pringles.
Yeah, Ruffles is elsewhere, but Pringles is with more.
So you both have criminal contacts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. So we can fence through them. We don't have to care. Like we can bring all the stuff back, but we can fence through them.
What are
So
you trying to fence?
well, first of all, the gold that's in the barrels and all their gear. The studded leather is still like 12 and a half gold.
Good money. Yeah.
And all their weapons, which are short swords, which I think comes down to 2.5 gold, maybe 5. Let me check.
we could also make it look, or try to make it look like another faction or Imperial's attacked. I mean, I don't know how we do that. We need like insight and then deception for that.
Well,
I
we
do
would
wanna
need the
investigate
equipment too.
I do want to investigate any paperwork. That's
Do
here.
what?
I want to investigate to see if there's any paperwork.
Uh,
or
Give me a perception roll first.
Yeah, a short sword is 10 gold, so we killed 13 guys.
Nat 20.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
with
think some of them had long swords, didn't
Yeah.
12 of them had long swords. You got 12 long swords and 5 short swords. You got 12 studded leathers and 5 regular leathers.
Okay.
With a 20 on the perception roll, actually, just looking around, you don't see any papers anywhere. But with that 20, you do notice. Remember, I said Bo went up to the original 5 guys and was that you found and was going over their bodies.
Yeah.
He's taking some papers off one of the bodies.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing there, Beauregard? Share with the rest of the class. We are a group now.
Okay.
Or are we mistaken, Bo?
No, I was just looking to see what they had on them. He'll hold out a paper.
Where are the rest?
He'll hold them all out.
Okay. Let's look through the papers, I guess.
They are letters to the mayor of No Dice from the governor of Falcon.
Ooh.
Except, these are not official Imperial forms. There seem to be private correspondence, so to speak. But it's basically, they are introductory letters. The governor is sending down these 5 individuals to increase the ties between the mayor's factions and No Dice and a certain organization in Falcon. It is an unnamed organization.
Okay.
It does not say it in there, but yeah, basically there's 5 introductory letters, 1 for each of the dead guys.
Excellent. So it wasn't that he was. So the mayor may have been putting on a facade that he was trying to stay out of Imperial influence when he's actually trying to get into Imperial influence.
Maybe perhaps in an other aspect, but the public opinion is that they aren't related.
What I'm saying is that, the roundup and the perfunctory questions about whether or not we're spies, when he's actually trying, ostensibly trying to keep out spies, but in actuality, he's in the process of trying to get closer to Falcon.
You guys also stripped the leather armor off those 5 guys. Whoever did that, give me perception rolls.
I think
I
we were all
definitely
there
do it.
working on it.
Yeah, I'll do it. Because I'm actually, for the viewers out there, I'm kind of counting the gold right now.
13.
12.
Yeah, once the bodies are basically naked, or once the armor has been removed from them, you find that each one of these 5 guys on his left shoulder, on the outside of the shoulder, or really more on the arm, has a tattoo of an eye.
Can we roll history?
Um,
I'm not good at history, but
you don't even need to do that. Who's got the criminal background?
I do.
I think
Welcome
both
those two.
me and Mort.
Okay, you guys with a criminal background definitely know this right off the bat. This eye is a symbol for a criminal organization called the Nine Eyes, which operates out of the city of Falcon in the Empire. And they are probably without a doubt, they are the best known and most powerful organized criminal organization within the Empire. But for the most part, they stick to Falcon. They're not like going to the capital. And I mean, yeah, they've probably got some connections and things like that, but they're fairly well known in the criminal underworld. They're known of, let me put it that way.
Mort, that seems familiar to you, right?
Yeah. I know who these cow fuckers are.
This might be worse than just the mayor's people.
Could be. Though they don't know who did it.
Bo's going to be like, excuse me, can I have those letters back?
What are you going to use them for?
I'm going to hold on to them until I can maybe find somebody who would buy them.
Well, I mean, there's 5 of us. There's 5 letters.
yeah, I don't think that would go well.
I'll tell you what. Give me the 5 letters, and I won't ask for a portion of the gold.
Give them the letters.
Sounds good to me.
Well, but that means that the letters themselves are worth more than the gold is.
I
don't think it does.
You wouldn't happen to be wanting to incriminate us, would you, Bo?
How would these letters incriminate you?
Oh,
yeah,
I'm tripping.
actually.
You know what? That's fine. I honestly, I don't want to be involved in whatever this is.
Give him the letter, Snakeface.
So I'll hand the letter back.
He'll take them, folds them up, puts them inside his armor or whatever. He's like, okay, gentlemen, I think you'll find out you did fairly well financially tonight, and I guess I'll see you later. The horses are yours too, so maybe we'll work together again sometime. Good luck.
Do you know who we are?
Yeah, you're Sullivan, Godfrey, Woken, and Mort.
Okay, just want to make sure. If it's keeps being lucrative like this, I don't mind working for you.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, good. If something else comes along, I'll look you up.
I'm gonna start loading gold.
He's gonna say, if you ever need to find me, in No Dice, there's a tavern called the Stone Wizard. You guys have probably heard of it. It's actually in the free section of town, and it's called the Stone Wizard because there's a big stone statue of a wizard inside of it. He's like, go there and hang out and wait. And usually I show up there once every few days or whatever.
What was the name?
Right.
Tavern again?
The
Stone Wizard.
The Stone Wizard.
Been there a few times.
Where is the Stone Wizard? Just so reference the
In the
map.
free area.
It's on the south side. Well, let me see. I can just do a.
Just more for the viewers, just so they know where on the map.
Oh,
it is.
okay. Sure.
Yeah, the viewers. Yes. Think about you.
It's right down here. If you can see that, let me see. Where's?
Okay, so my character would definitely know where that is.
Yeah, you've definitely heard of it. It's right down there at that corner where Edgard and Dusk Alley meet. It's basically off of the market area. And for No Dice, it's actually one of the nicer taverns. I mean, it's not a high-end place. It's not like where nobles are going to go hang out, but it's actually a fairly nice, respectable place.
Cool.
So you know, the Stone Wizard does have a vegan option.
They do now, after somebody grumbled about it for a good while.
After somebody couldn't move one of the barrels over the trapdoor.
So your total for gold is 277.5.
Just for the equipment.
And how are you? Who are you selling it to? No, that's just the equipment.
Yeah, that's the equipment. I was saying to Mort or Woken that we could fence the gear through their contacts, but Woken's contact is occupied, so I'm suggesting we sell it through Mort's.
Pringle.
Yeah, through Pringle.
Pringle.
Watson.
Okay.
My only condition is that there's I don't have the details with me right now, but there's a specific smith in town that I don't want to get caught up in this business, so avoid using him.
Okay. Good news and bad news. Pringle can buy the stuff off of you. However, because it is almost assuredly stolen or taken off dead people, he's only going to offer you 200 gold for it. And while that might seem cutthroat, mean, whatever, you also know this is fairly typical in No Dice.
Well, he's got to make a share too, right?
Yes. Because he's going to turn around and sell the stuff.
And another question, are the horses branded?
They actually are not.
Okay, so we can actually keep these.
You can. They do have some livery on them that marks them as city, but I mean, you can take that stuff off. But they're not branded as like city horses.
Okay, we'll take them off. At least I'll take mine off.
Same.
Yeah, I'll take
Do the same.
And I guess you guys want to know how much gold you got.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
200. Yeah, and the barrels.
In the barrels was a total of 1,500 gold.
Hells yeah. So 400 each. 425 each.
Yeah.
25, and then
Which
Yeah.
should put you guys up to second level at least.
I will. Yeah. I will be at 500. Or, sorry, 510.
I forget what his third level is. It 900?
Yeah.
What was second level?
Yeah, you guys will be second level now. At least once you get
Okay.
a
Yeah,
long rest.
we all need 300 gold to achieve second level. Right. I am going to visit the smith that I work with. and I'm gonna ask him to exchange armor.
What for what?
Is he asking me that, or?
No, I'm asking you, what kind of exchange are you talking about?
Basically, what Godfrey's worried about is if they get brought back to life by any means, then I'll have different armor on, so I can't be identified with the same gear that I used to just kill 13. What's essentially
Okay.
government officials.
You can do this, but I still do want to just point out that it may not seem like it because you guys are adventurers and player characters. This is a fairly low magic campaign, so raising some basically 0 level guards up from the dead is generally not going to happen.
Yeah, but we don't know who witnessed what happened, right? I mean, how long have we been there just sorting out gold in front of the burning barn?
Probably all night.
Yeah, so
Going over bodies and everything.
We've been going to do that, then we travel back.
So you're basically wanting to give him your used, beat up, and cut armor for new armor?
Yeah. And I'm gonna pay him. I'm gonna pay him half the set of chainmail. So I think chainmail 60 gold.
Yeah, something. I think so.
So I'll pay him 30 gold for the exchange.
Okay. Yeah, sure. He'll do that then. He kind of raises an eyebrow. It's like, okay.
Or sorry, it's 75 gold, so 32.5.
He'll do it, and he kind of raises an eyebrow. Then he sort of shrugs. He's like, "It's no dice."
Yeah.
And then he's going to turn around and try to sell your armor for 60 gold.
Chainmail or other armor?
Chainmail.
Yeah, no.
He probably has other armor. We're basically done for the night if anybody needs to go, or unless there's something else you guys want to do.
Walken does have something he would want to do, but I'm wondering if we just want to wait till the next, or the week after next. Because you're going to be
yeah. For anybody who hasn't, we will not be gaming next week because I will be gone.
So Godfrey, do you have a place to stay now that you don't have a work?
That's what Walken wanted to take care of.
Oh.
You're going to go kill that shopkeeper, aren't you?
No, he was going to sing a song in front and gather a crowd and make the shopkeeper look like shit.
Get fucked.
Actually, you could probably do that in Discord if you want to give me a... Depending on how many times you do it, you can give me some performance rolls.
Well, I kind of feel bad for you guys, so I'm willing to pay your stay for the night. I mean, we made a lot, so...
I can go sing at the last stop.
The first stop.
I'll be fine. First stop, thank you.
And I mean, if you're gonna do performances, you might as well stay at the Stone Wizard too.
That's a good point. I might be good enough actually to.
As a bard, do you have the entertainment background?
I don't.
Entertainer? Okay, but still, as a bard, you've been around the city enough to know if there is a tavern that a bard will go to in No Dice and feel pretty safe, it probably is the Stone Wizard.
Okay, so yeah, I'll go to the Stone Wizard and try and negotiate a room, food and lodging plus some of the tips for performances nightly.
Well, since you don't have the entertainer's background, give me a persuasion roll on that one.
I want to be his wingman. I want to pump him up and hype him up. I have persuasion too, so...
Okay, you can do it with advantage.
And I'm going to inspire myself to do this also, because I need all the help I can get. What the fuck? I rolled a 1 and a 4 on the D20. So that's
Sorry, we're all booked up tonight.
That's 6 plus 5 for an 11.
Sorry, we're booked up tonight.
Godfrey, if you need,
Come back.
Yeah, I'll go to the first stop. I've got a
Well, there's other ones in Dust Valley. It's not just the only place, man.
There are other taverns in town.
We'll just go over there.
Yeah, let me find another tavern. I'll just basically work my way down through the nice taverns.
You're new here, right?
All right. I got to shoot out, guys.
All right.
Okay.
Have
Alright,
a good one.
take it easy, Chapo. Thanks
sure
for playing with us.
Thanks for getting Ty.
Have a good one, chat.
All right, bye.
See you tomorrow night. There's the Sleazy Slug.
Ooh.
Sleazy slug it is.
It's not as bad as it sounds,
Yeah,
but
it
just watch out for the waitresses.
Nat 20.
Nice. Yeah. So before we go in, I'll just be like, yeah, just watch the waitresses. They, I've been paid to remove a few of the diseases, and it's not pretty.
sometimes it's worth it if you get the right girl, Godfrey. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well,
Look, I'm not picking scabs, okay? That's not something I'm willing to do.
the
Oh, you just
owner,
get
the owner of the Sleazy Slug only has 2 teeth. One on the top over here, and one on the bottom on the other side.
Ugh.
Yeah, you can have a ring tonight.
Oh no!
There's definitely not a vegan option here.
No, they only eat meat here. Sorry.
Does frog legs count as vegan?
Ugh.
Almost.
We'll put hot sauce on it for you.
Oh no!
Nice. Very nice.
Uh,
All right. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. So that's
well, all I can say is at least the beds are nice.
Except for the bed bugs.
except for the bed bugs.
The bed. I said the beds are nice. I didn't say anything about the bugs. Oh, without whatever else crawls into your bed at night.
I don't. Nope.
Will you be wanting company for the night?
No. As pleasant as that sounds, I've taken a vow of celibacy.
I don't know what that means.
It means no nookie for me until I avenge my long lost master.
So no women for you?
Men either.
We could send up a boy.
Same.
Hey.
Not a minor attracted person at all.
What about tieflings?
I'm gonna look at walking. Well,
Don't look at me, you mook. I ain't going up there for that.
We got
I don't know,
tieflings, halflings, dwarves.
You kind of owe me for the for the job thing, but I'm not going to hold you to that. No, I've no, thank you. I'm celibate. No nookie time for me.
What he's trying to say is that he's afraid to live life and take a chance.
We even got drop bears.
No, don't do that, Godfrey. I've heard things about them. You don't want any of that.
I heard they do things to your keister.
They do a lot of things to you, Keista. Mostly unpleasant things, and a few other things.
actually, you said tieflings, right? I'm gonna get a room here.
Do you have some closeted emotions towards me, Sullivan? Is this something you would like to disclose to me?
No. If I wanted to say something about you, I would.
It's the tail, isn't it? You like the tails. You want to grab
Actually,
them by
it's
the
the
horns.
horns. You know, it's like handlebars.
Okay. So that's how you objectify my women, the women of my race. I see.
Pretty much, yeah. That's exactly what he does.
Yeah.
So,
You're absolutely correct. It's very
so
fun.
you want a tiefling with horns? We can do that.
Oh man.
And the tail?
Yes.
Good choice.
I'm
You
gonna
don't
look
mind-
at Walker and I'm like, that's optional.
I mean, sometimes we get them snit for like a cosmetic thing. It also helps with the whole acceptance thing with humans because they don't like the unnatural features, quote unquote.
I don't know why you guys are worried. Why everyone's so fussy about it. It's just
Well, gee, I
another
don't
thing to
know.
grab
I got
onto.
fired. Or I got Godfrey fired. I don't know why y'all are so fussy about a tiefling coming by.
Yes. Because
Speaking of which, I'm going to go rectify this.
All
So
right.
Sullivan, he's going to
Gotta go,
kind of
guys.
poke. All right, have a good one, Brennan.
Yeah,
Thanks for the
so
game.
Brandon.
Sullivan, he's going to poke you in the corner. It's like, you don't mind scabs, do you? Or the smell of fish?
I'm just gonna fucking rub my brow and say, no, actually, I don't. I can fix that in the morning.
You need the prophylactic, Sullivan, but not the shitty brand. You need something made really good, like sheep intestine or something.
We got lamb
What's wrong with
skins.
you? No,
I mean, what you think? I'm going to speak out of character. You think they're walking around with lifestyles and Trojans, dude? Come on.
No, I was just gonna use lay on hands to cure the problem.
I don't know if lay on hands would cure that problem.
Like modern problems require modern solutions.
And I don't think cure.
High five, it does.
I don't know if that can take care of nightmares either.
Probably not, but it's worth a chance Sullivan's willing to take.
Well, let's see. Is
Sullivan's
Sullivan
got the brass ones.
he's going to have the drippy drip in the morning.
I said I would cure it.
I don't know if lay on hands will cure the drippy drip.
It's basically a lesser restoration. It heals poisons and diseases.
Yes, the word there was lesser restoration.
Oh, it's so bad, it's a curse. Oh no.
I said there were nightmares.
You can't dodge alimony.
Oh,
The child
Oh.
support is coming.
greater restoration will get rid of that.
Well, I mean, if you can afford 1,000 gold diamonds,
Oh, that's true.
back off, lady.
But at least she wouldn't be getting it.
Yeah, be the court.
There's probably some rich people who pay for that. Some rich bachelors out. Rich divorcees. All right, that's it. I'm going to end the broadcast.
That's how I'm spending my long rest.
All right. See ya.